Hello guys, Matthew here and welcome back again to the TechTick YouTube channel. After MSI and Sapphire, Gigabyte finally came in with their aftermarket models, which are also carrying the AMD's new Polaris GPU. This one, as you can see, being the RX 480 G1 Gaming 8GB version. The product box is rather small for such a serious graphics card, and design-wise it's basically the same as their ongoing versions of the Pascal-based models. On the front you can see just the model name, some drawings and a mention of RGB lighting and Gigabyte's WindForce cooler design, while going to the back you'll come across onto a bit more detailed overview of the cooler and some other features pointed out. Opening up the box, you won't get anything else except this small quick start guide in regards of the bundle, but hey, at least you'll be getting some alone time with this powerful graphics card. As you can notice, there are some design similarities between the Gigabyte's RX 480 G1 Gaming and their Pascal-based G1 Gaming series of graphics cards. They basically use the same color pattern for this plastic outer shell of their WindForce 2X cooler, while underneath it you will find a bit different cooling arrangement. Since the RX 480 G1 Gaming series has a shorter PCB, it seems that Gigabyte put onto it a bit more beefier and taller aluminum heatsink, followed up with a total of 3 copper heat pipes. All of this in combination with two 90mm 3D active fans is doing a job of cooling off the GPU, video memory, and the Gigabyte's upgraded 6+2 power phase design. Backside is once again covered with this clean looking metal plate with Gigabyte logo on it, providing better cooling capability and additional rigidity. Going to the side part of the card you will find your RGB LED Gigabyte and fan stop signs, while right next to it we have a 8-pin PCI Express power connector for powering up the graphics card. Moving to the front you'll be greeted with a pretty standard video output arrangement of 3 display ports, 1 HDMI and 1 DVI-D. Of course, since this is an aftermarket version in question, Gigabyte is delivering their RX 480 G1 gaming model factory overclocked out of the box, sitting at 1290 MHz for the GPU clock speed, while the memory is at stock speed for the 8GB version of the card, and that's 2000 MHz. Putting the card onto my benchmarking PC, it's finally time to have some fun. Although Gigabyte's RX 480 G1 gaming model is supported by their Extreme Gaming software utility, there's no advanced OC tab or some other additional controls, like seen for example in my GTX 1060 G1 gaming review, so I went back to the AMD's Crimson software and their Wattman utility to do some overclocking. Here I managed to get 1365 MHz for the GPU clock speed and 2210 MHz for the memory, which can be called an average result based on my experience with other brands, give or take 10 MHz. Taking a look at the benchmarking figures that I got here, once again I can confirm the fact that this card is more than capable of handling 1080p resolution, everything being maxed out, and it's actually leaning more towards the 16:9 1440p resolution gaming or even the 21:9 ultra wide quad HD resolution of my monitor, especially if you use some of that overclocking magic. The G1 Gaming series of Gigabyte's graphics cards have the 3D Active Fan feature on their WindForce coolers, which turns off the fans when the card is in idle, or in translation when the GPU temperature is under 50 degrees Celsius by default. In practice and in my experience, the temperature was roaming around 47 to 50 degrees Celsius on an open test bed, which resulted in fans turning on and off in short periods of time, so it's probably best to do a custom fan curve for it, especially when you put it in a chassis where the temperature will most likely be higher. Under full load in Firmax stress test, you can see temperature being at 80 degrees Celsius with fans running at around 1600 RPMs, but most importantly you can see that the GPU clock speed is throttling down to about 1000 MHz, which is not that great, although it does represent a real case scenario, but still. Playing games delivered me the same 80 degrees Celsius temperature on the GPU, which isn't weird since that's the default maximal target temperature, but in that case the fan speed was almost 200 RPMs lower, making the card quieter. Sadly, there was still some throttling, around 30 MHz down compared to the nominal GPU clock speed value. Bottom line, it seems that Gigabyte sacrificed stable clocks and even lower temperatures of the GPU so the card can run quiet, and it really does in both scenarios, either in gaming or Firmax stress testing. All in all, Gigabyte's RX 480 G1 gaming model is a pretty well-rounded aftermarket solution with a competitive price tag. It will definitely find its way to majority of users. That's it guys for this time from me. Thank you once again for checking out the unboxing and review of the Gigabyte's RX 480 G1 gaming graphics card. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, it helps me a lot. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions about the product, and of course if you would like to see more content like this you can subscribe to the TechTick YouTube channel, or you can just check out some of my other videos from before.